M. The Media Project. E for All and E para Todos are focused on entrepreneurs who are building our cities and towns one neighborhood at a time. And E for All needs you. Become a mentor, enlist as an entrepreneur, or work to bring an E for All program to your community.
I'm M the Media Project founder, Scott M. Graves, and I'm an E for All mentor. Believe me when I say you already have everything you need to be an entrepreneur. By working with E for All, you will garner the skills, the connections, and the confidence to see your business to success.
Don't think you're ready to be an E for All mentor? Think again. Your business community needs you to step up and contribute in a highly dynamic and meaningful way. Learn more today at eforall.org.
Not to worry, never mind. Life will fix it.
Hello, welcome to the Jazz Room. I'm your host, Joan Watson-Jones. Thanks for stopping by. Come in, relax while we enjoy great jazz. Each week we present the music of independent jazz artists, as well as those we've grown to love through the years. And yes, of course, the legends. We open the program with Judi Silvano singing Not to Worry from her recent CD, Women's Work. Judy is here with us in the Jazz Room. Welcome, Judy.
Hi, Joan. It's great to be here speaking with you.
Oh, I'm so glad you could come to Studio 952 in New York City. Now, later we'll chat with her about this title, Women's Work, and how it came about. Also, we'll talk about the record label she and her husband, Joe Lovano, started. And also, we'll touch on the life of an artist and the word improvisation. But right now, enjoy Judi Silvano.
Never mind, life will fix it every time. Give a balance, fill a need. Bring that flower from a seed. Hold your head up, raise your chin. It wasn't you invented sin. Shake your shoulders to a dance. Never mind that sad romance, for the time has come. The corners turn, it's clearer now, the lessons learned. And time will tell, and fires burn. Not to worry, fill your head. Think of other things instead. Not to worry, dreams come true, and everything imagined is you. will fix it every time. Give a balance, fill a need, bring a flower from a seed. Oh, hold your head up, raise your chin. It wasn't you invented sin. Shake your shoulders, do a dance. Never mind that sad romance, 'cause the time has come, a corner's turn. It's clearer now, the lessons learned, and time will tell, and fires burn. Not to worry, fill your head, think of other things instead. Not to worry, dreams come true, 'cause everything imagined is you. Oh, everything imagined is you. Thank you very much.
Welcome, Judy, to the Jazz Room. I love this CD. I just love the CD. And it's an interesting title, Women's Work.
Wow. Well, thanks for digging it. Yeah, it is. That title has sparked a little controversy because it brings to mind, the old saying, women's work is never done, and, washing the dishes and washing the laundry. But certainly, as a woman musician, I mean it in a totally different way. I wanted to honor the women composers that are among us and who have made in the past and in the present such wonderful contributions to the music that we listen to. And quite often they don't get as much acknowledgement or play in recordings and on the radio. It all started, Joan, in the 1990s. I started putting together a program every year in the month of March, which, as many of your listeners know, is Women's History Month. So I started learning and bringing some of my contemporaries' compositions to a concert in New York City. And then I started doing research in later years to develop a greater repertoire of composers that I had only heard about or maybe was familiar with their music, but I had never actually sung their music. So it was a wonderful, very long-term project that culminated into this recording.
Well, this makes it so interesting. Now, could you tell us the names of some of the women composers tell us the name of the song and who composed it? What do you remember?
Absolutely. We have, we started out with the great Abby Lincoln's composition, Not to Worry. And Abby's been on the scene here in New York City, and I've had the great good fortune to go and hear her and see her live, which is a wonderful way to learn. As a musician, you can't just absorb music through the flat medium of recordings. You really have to get up close and personal and see the personal aspect. The emotion comes through to your body, and it's a really powerful way of learning. So I've been singing Abby's material for many years, and I was really excited to include this one. In addition, I have gone to hear Blossom Dearie, another wonderful songwriter and pianist, so I included her song Inside a Silent Tear. In addition, there's another wonderful musician who is also a Renaissance woman in that she's a great painter as well, Meredith D'Ambrosio, and she primarily sings her own material. I've never heard anyone else sing her material, and I thought, well, what a wonderful way for me to perhaps present her as a composer to an audience that may not know her otherwise. So she wrote this beautiful ballad, Why Do I Still Dream of You? And also then I have a couple of compositions by the great Mary Lou Williams, who was a great pianist and composer who was primarily known for her sacred works. Also, Sheila Jordan is a great composer who I've taken workshops, and she's such an inspiration to so many people in my generation. I do her Ballad for Miles, and of course there's the Bessie Smith, The Backwater Blues, and Carla Bley, Can't Get My Motor to Start, which is such a hilarious piece. And my pianist, Janice Friedman, wrote a tune that I wrote lyrics, and then there are two of my compositions. So it's a pretty broad variety of women composers.
Yes, and your band is women.
Yes, absolutely.
And who you mentioned your piano player.
Janice Friedman is a great pianist, and I have Jennifer Vincent on the bass and Allison Miller, who's a wonderful young drummer. I was asked to bring a band to Rome for a foundation, a concert that was presenting works by women composers, and this is the band I brought. It was so great. It was so much fun that I decided we had to record, but everyone was so busy, I couldn't get everybody's dates in the studio, so that's why we ended up recording this live in a club in New York City in Greenwich Village, which turned out to be wonderful. We didn't mic the audience, so there were a lot more people then than you could hear, but it has this wonderful, fresh quality, and we were really improvising together. It was a lot of fun.
It's a great CD. Great
Thank
CD.
you so much.
Now, we're going to talk about this a little bit after we're going to go listen to Can't Get My Motor Started. And who wrote that?
Carla Bley,
Carla
a great
Bley.
composer and
when we
arranger.
come back, we're going to talk about this record label that you and your husband, Joe Lovano, started.
That's right, great.
Okay, now let's listen to
Can't Get My Motor to Start. Yes.
Oh.
Is your battery low? No, I don't think so. Try pulling out on the choke. Try looking under the hood. Try pulling out on the choke. Try looking under the hood. Looking under the hood. Never did any good. The choke must be broke. We wanna go for a ride. Let's push her over the hill. We wanna go for a ride. Let's push her over the hill. Better not get inside, 'cause it's starting to slide. Don't go
Evolve Rutland is an organization created by Far Vision founders Kiki McShane, Chris Fucci, and William Kelly to focus on prioritizing, developing, and celebrating women leaders in our community.
We believe that when women take leadership roles in communities, start and sustain businesses, and sit on professional boards of directors, the economy improves and communities change for the better. We advocate for fair treatment across the gender spectrum in all business scenarios, including equal compensation, family and medical leave, and equal opportunity for advancement.
Evolve Rutland is continuously working to expand its footprint in the Rutland, Vermont region in order to advocate for, connect, and teach women and non-binary leaders, otherwise referred to as ACT. The funding for Evolve Rutland services has been through private investment of supporters in the community. Join the movement by making your tax-deductible donation and learn more on how you can get involved at farvisionconsulting.com/evolve-Rutland.
You are in the Jazz Room. I'm your host, Joan Watson-Jones, and we're here with Judi Silvano, who you just heard singing Can't Get My Motor to Start.
Isn't that a great tune, Joan? It's so much fun.
I love it. Now, Judy, we're both vocalists, and I know both of us, we strive to get our own personal style into our craft. Now, I'd love to hear your insights into your journey in music as a jazz vocalist.
You know, I have certain songs that I hear and I just feel a connection with them, and I trust my feelings these days more and more, because music is about communication and it's such a human experience and there's such a broad way to express it. Something like Carla Bley's music, I've always loved her music and I never had one of her songs in my repertoire, and it was so much fun to put some sound effects with that particular song, because her material, her lyrics are so hilarious. It's really was fun to play and very spontaneous on the stage too. And you know, I think a variety of a repertoire is really very important. We've all, as vocalists, we know all the standards and the ballads and the songs that were made famous by the wonderful vocalists who have come before us. But I think it's really important sometimes to try some new material so you find a way to interpret it in your own way.
Yes, I know. This, I'm in such great agreement with you. Let's move on, though.
Okay.
Let's talk about the record company you and your husband, Joe Lovano, started.
Yes. Well, we started our own indie record label before anybody was calling it that in 1988, because we were working on so much material and we wanted to document our experimentations and our compositions. And so we started JSL Records, which is actually both of our initials. That's how that came to be. And we have about 10 recordings at this point and 2 DVDs. So we've really been documenting things slowly but surely through the years. Because it's our 20th anniversary, so we have a sampler that we've made up that is free for promotional use. We have certain offers that are on the websites. For instance, I have a new CD that came out that's called Cleome, of mostly my compositions, and during a certain period of time there's an offer on the website if you buy the CD during this particular time, which will be recurring through the years, and you get this sampler free of charge. So yeah, I think music is a universal language, and with or without lyrics, I'm finding that I'm interested in challenging myself as a musician, as a vocalist, to use my voice as an instrument.
Now, very briefly, can you give us the website where we could find the sampler and find your music?
The best way is to go to my website, which is Judi Silvano, SILVANO.com. And also our products are available on cdbaby.com and sometimes on Amazon. But I trust CD Baby the best because they really support the independent artists and what we do.
Okay. Well, now let's listen to New Dance, which takes us right to what you talked about with your style.
Exactly. Great.
New Dance, Judi Silvano. Judi Silvano singing New Dance, yes, improvisation.
Oh, yes. And you know what, Joan? I just want to mention that I used to be a dancer when I first came to New York, and I did a lot of dance improvisation and then met a lot of jazz musicians. And I feel that music is a dance. It's a way of having fun and interrelating with each other, and improvisation is such an integral part of jazz, for sure. You know, this song that we just heard, New Dance, featured the bassist and the drummer as well, which is a little unusual. Sometimes the vocalist takes up too much space, and I really love being able to have that sense of collaboration. And that's another reason why the recording that I made, which is Cleome Live Takes, is also a very different sort of collaboration between all of the instruments, and there's no keyboard or guitar, and we're creating the music spontaneously all together in kind of a communal kind of a way, which is definitely a daring thing to do, but very exciting. And I think the audience and the listeners can hear that and feel that as the music evolves.
But that's what makes it jazz.
I agree.
That's what makes it jazz. Now, Judy, one more time before we go.
Okay.
How can we find your CDs and your about...
cdbaby.com is a wonderful site for a lot of independent artists, and they have all of my recordings. Also on my own site, judysilvano.com, Judi, short for Judith. Silvano is silvano.com, and also on Amazon and a lot of other different sites. Things are available in your local record stores that are still existing in some parts of the world.
Wonderful, Judy. Thank you so much for coming
Thank
to
you, Joan.
Studio 952.
Oh, it was
in New York
wonderful to
City.
speak with you. Thank you.
And we're going to finish up the program with Bougainvillea.
Bougainvillea is one of my songs that, Bougainvillea is one of the songs that I've written that shows my love of flowers. It's a tropical flower. I have a number of songs named for flowers.
Okay, so we're going to go to
Bougainvillea.
Thank you.
Fragrant breezes call you from the sea, climbing flowers, framing doorways, captivate me. Come, we'll go to the calm, soothing light. Your senses are heightened, you feel soft as the sky. Bougainvillea sends you dreaming of a love. Melodies fulfill your soul. Ooh, fragrant breezes call you from the sea, climbing flowers, framing doorways, captivate me. Oh, come, let's go to the calm, soothing light. Your senses are heightened, you feel soft as the sky. Oh, Bougainvillea sends you dreaming of love. Melodies fulfill your soul.
We've come to the end of another show. Thank you for spending time here in the Jazz Room. And thank you again, Judi Silvano, for coming to the Jazz Room.
Oh, it's been my pleasure, Joan, and thanks for bringing the music out there to some folks.
Thanks for coming. We love hearing from you. You may send your comments and questions to the Jazz Room page of my website, joanwatsonjones.com. Also there on the page, you'll find a photo of Judy during her visit here in Studio 952 in New York City, and a direct link to her website, judysilvano.com. So, until next time, you have been in the Jazz Room. I'm your host, Joan Watson-Jones.
Jazz Room is distributed by M the Media Project and SM Graves Associates. Learn more at smgravesassociates.com.